What is going on, everybody? I'm returning Speed Shot World Champion. Coming to action. We're back with our man Green Yellow Law and testing out some matchups against some of the OP14 leaders. And honestly, deck doesn't really get anything new in OP14, but it's still pretty good, like overall, depending on the matchups against everybody except for Mihawk. Mihawk is not great. Mihawk is a really bad matchup. Actually, it's pretty much it's almost unwinnable if they see any of their free stuff, especially the Peronas. There's nothing we can do. But against literally everybody else, though, the deck is really good. So made some slight adjustments, though, just because of the current meta. I think Bonnie is super strong. Again, against Mihawk, it's been my only chance of trying to freeze their Don, like off their curve, and when they're resting their characters, being able to freeze those, which is very good. And then I've also put in Hiyori here, just because, especially if you're going second, being able to either find Capone or Hiyori to hit a max is super good of trying to ideally get Cavendish out, but any of your 6 drops or your 5 drops there. And then 6 drop Law is super strong as well, just being able to get our combo set up. So I'm kind of pretty much playing around, optimizing just our swings with Restand Law and this, which has been good. Outside of that, the same kind of search setup. I got both of these, Perona, Luffy. We got Kid and Killer. And yeah, we're blockers. I have Capone. The reason why keeping with Capone is it's very good comboed with this. And what I mean by that is Capone, yes, if they target your Cavendish, like against Ace, for example. So you play Cavendish, you have Capone out, and then they Jozu. If they hit Cavendish, it goes 1 to your life. Capone still stays on the board as a blocker. And then when they swing with leader, if needed, you can then block there. And then your very next turn, you can get this back, especially if you have the 6 drop Law. Just then you can play around just him, because he doesn't mess around with your life or anything. So, and then also too, later stage in the game, if this is up to protect something, 6 drop Laws here, say they Jozu Cavendish to your life. When you go to do the cycle and bounce this back after attacking, you then get Cavendish back anyways. Then you can replay 6 drop Law, potentially bounce Cavendish back, replay Cavendish, get even more down back. So that's why I have Capone, just because it works really well with the 6 drop Law, especially later stages in the game if your opponent's trying to remove any of your 5 drops. And then also too, it is a blocker, and against the amount of boss drop cards there are, just being able to have a cheap little blocker is nice, especially if you're cycling 6 drop Law or 7 drop Law. And yeah, I have 7 drop Law in here because you need them against green. So against Mihawk, our blockers are going to get frozen. So being able to refill your life late game is kind of all you really can do sometimes, which is not great. But again, against everybody else, this deck feels great. I got the Dead Man's Games because against Ace, this card just wins you the matchup. Same against like Emu and stuff like that. So super like this card, being able to set things up. And then our other go-to closeout is Capone and the Restand Law. But yeah, outside of that, deck feels good against everybody but Mihawk. But so yeah, we'll jump some games and see how they go. All right, we got some Boa action. Keep this because we have a bunch of searches we can mess around with, and hopefully get into the stuff we need. So out of our options here, yeah, we're gonna want to grab Cavendish because we have a Capone and a Cav to try to get something going on turn 3. And then here, I guess we'll see if we can find. All right, well, unfortunately, we got 2 of those, but kind of want to grab Bonnie because Bonnie, we can freeze their Don, and then that way they can't play Capone, so that would be cool. We'll just attack him here. I guess we'll do a little gambling because they didn't play anything to set anything up there, so we'll take the risk off in that, and then we'll throw this down. Well, out of our options here, yeah, let's grab the 7 drop Law, get that going. So we'll see what they're able to play here for 4. So they're dropping down Boa already. But yeah, we'll be able to use Bonnie, freeze their Don here. So that way they have Kuma in here. They won't be able to play Kuma next turn and heal another one. But the only issue is just, again, we're just gambling what they have in here, to be honest. All right, we can drop this down, go 1, 2. We'll put 1 here. Attack him here, see what happens. Let's see if they take the gamble again. All right, cool. We'll take that. I'll do this here, throw that. And all right, let me grab first off next turn. All right, we'll grab a 2K back, do that, freeze their Dawn with Bonnie. And yeah, this way, so they can't drop like Kuma or anything like that. And then this next turn, we could potentially hit a heal law into restand, and then honestly tee off on them pretty good, because I could throw down a Capone block or two at the end. So that would put us in a good spot. So, all right. Yeah, we'll see what they do here. Obviously, we can counter out of this. So I'll go counter. Use our 2K there, because I kind of want to hold on to this as well, just in case, because we could make a play around some of our other stuff. So, all right, we'll go 6 on 5. See what they do off this. All right, so there's one Kuma. But also, too, against Boa, there's a very, very high chance that they'll get, like, bricked in hand. So that's always something you can play around with. And it's something I kind of count on, to be honest, with certain things. Especially with them, yeah, us seeing 2 1Ks there. There's a good shot that 3 of these cards are, like, bricks. And dang, we are going crazy off in the life lottery here. So, all right, we'll throw this down, restand, Cav again, do this again. So they do that. Interesting. Because I could attack this. I go down 1 there. I have both of these there, or do I knock them here? Because then it doesn't. This doesn't matter either way, because we know they're like bricked in hand. So, all right, we'll attack them here. We'll lose our 1 life. All right, but then we can throw down Capone here to make sure they can't go for it. And yeah, depending on if they have another Boa, we have X Drake in hand that I would like to keep hold on to in case they drop another one of these. They could also have. I mean, they've sacked a Kuma, so they might have another Kuma. Okay, yeah, they do. Do a heal there, but with them not having any blockers, we're kind of in like a good spot to do whatever here. Have both of these. We have this. Let me just do that. Let's say yeah, do that there. Alright. So, do we find a Cavendish here? Don't really need him. They're leaving up 1, so they might have that event where it's like freeze somebody. So, alright, let me attack them here. Just to make sure we get them down. Okay, they were just bluffing. So, yeah, they were bricked in hand, like we were assuming based on, again, them getting rid of the 1Ks instead of anything like that. But yeah, they had 3 Boas there in hand. There was not really much they could have done. Yeah, we would win on the could have done whatever we wanted there. All right, we got some Mihawk action. We'll take second and then keep this because we have a shot combo, and then potentially I could Bonnie them so they can't play that 5-drop Perona. We'll get at least 1 swing in. So we throw this down. All right, we find Capone. So that's good. So hold on to him too for later. Potentially make a playoff in Cavendish later for the following turn. All right, fine with that. All right, well, the issue is now we can't do the Bonnie. We can't do our Bonnie play here. But all right, we'll throw this down. We'll grab, yeah, Restand Law. And then we can throw down the Hiyori. Take our top life there. We'll throw Cavendish here. Do this. I'll probably just bounce this back. Do that. Play out Cav. Go 1, 2 there. All right, let me put this here. We'll attack them 7 on 6. See what they do. Alright, and then see if I can find... Okay, I was hoping for a law. Unfortunately, don't find them. So, just depends on if they got Perona or not. Right here. It's, alright, they do. Well, alright, not great for us. So, yeah, we can't really use Cavendish. Alright, we'll have to, yeah, counter out of this. We have, yeah, Capone here. Alrighty. We do find Law, though. So play him, play Bonnie, freeze it on so they can't play Shanks. I just wouldn't be able to attack this turn because they, yeah, hit us there, which is not great. That might be only option, though, because unless I just want a regular drop Bonnie, I guess, and freeze, and then we can still, yeah, I guess try to get an attack in. And then I'll bounce this back to get a 2K. Maybe hit a God roll here. I don't know. So we'll throw this down, freeze their Don there. All right, we'll do that. Okay, we got another Capone there. Well, all right, well, we got to hope they don't have over 6. I guess to replay this. Or if they have another Perona. If they have another Perona, we're definitely super cooked. This is, they're... I need to be able to try to hit this. Okay, while they have another Perona. Well, what I got here? The counter. We could. Let's see. I'd have to wait a turn, I guess. All right. Well, we can counter with a Hiyori. Problem is, yeah, outside of, we can drop this, freeze where they'll be at 9. So I think that's pretty much my only option here. So get our Capone there. Bounce this back. I might need to just attack this and then 1 there. Alright, we'll put this here. Let me attack him. 6. There's a, I don't know, there's not like a whole lot I can do here, unfortunately. We'll drop this down, bounce this here, play another Bonnie there, freeze that. Leave up 1. Honestly, I'll bounce this back. Alright, we got Kushiro there. Okay, then let me throw this down. Well, I just kind of need the counter, honestly, so we'll just grab another Bonnie. And, alright, that's all I can do there. We can stop them from playing the Mihawk for a turn. And, alright, they have Shanks. So, assume the rest of this guy. Yeah. Alright. I mean, we do have counter in hand to be annoying, at least. So, we'll go no. I can do, yeah, this and this here. Alright, we can do this and this. But the problem is that this guy gives us minus 1k to everything. So, alright. The Kushiro here. There's not a whole lot I can do. This, yeah, we're down on Don. The Shanks can rest anything. Let's see. So I'd have to find the 7-drop law off in a search, but I need to get rid of, I mean, the cards I have here. I mean, we could target one of these and see what happens. That's pretty much about it. So, alright, let me drop that down there. I'll put this here. We'll target one of these. See what they do. Maybe if I poke at these, then I load up and hit Shanks at the end. But I mean, if they have Dead Man's Game, just lose anyways. Next turn. That, I mean, that's pretty much, I feel like the only gamble I can make, unfortunately. So, alright, we'll attack him again. Is that maybe they don't have anything they can play? Oh, okay. Huge info. They don't have anything they can play. So, all right, we'll hit this one. And then... Okay, so they buff themselves up there. I think I just attack this then. And then, well, if they have Dead Man's Game, we lose, but it's all I got. So we'll attack this 12 on 9. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Pray for no Dead Man's Game. But, I mean, if that, yeah, nothing else we could do, really, if they have it or not. All right, they have it. So, yeah, nothing we can do there. Outside of, yeah, I guess we could have gotten rid of the Perona, but they were hanging out of this anyways. But, yeah, not much we can do off of that. If they didn't have this, we would have had a chance at least. So, yeah, nothing we could have done. But, at least I mean, that's just how it goes. If they see 2 Peronas, there's just, I feel like nothing you can do. Because our whole board gets frozen. And, yeah, outside of, in this matchup, I mean, the 7-drop law, I guess, is better. Just because being able to freeze their stuff. But, I mean, we did what we wanted. They just, if they see Perona, even if we see most of our best stuff, there's, like, not much we can do to counter all that. But it is what it is. All right, we got some Mihawk action. I think I got to keep this. Even though we don't have any searches, we got a Cav. I got a Cav Bonnie combo that we can do on turn 3. So we'll see what we're able to draw into and then kind of go from there. Because it's going to make things not the best, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This matchup's just tough, so I'll take the guaranteed hit that we can do at least. And all right, they don't have anything they can play, so that's good. We had a Bonnie here. Okay. I mean, they're leaving up the 1, which is fine. So then, yeah, we'll drop this. Go 1, 2 here. We'll put the 1 here. I'm gonna do Capone. Grab that there, so we get a Luffy. Yeah, I guess we hold on to. Yeah, we'll just do this here. All right, we'll attack him again, so we can at least get a couple 6Ks on the board, even though we can't freeze their Dawn. It's fine. They're only at 6, so I mean, if they have the Perona, we're cooked anyways. But if they don't, out of their 10 cards in hand, a 5th of their deck, maybe we got a small chance. Because we do have a Luffy search now. Okay, so they're throwing down Bonnie. Honestly, okay with that. Because if we can... We got Cav on the board, so we can restand this anyways. And I can play Luffy. So, we got a shot here. Not gonna lie. It's not looking the best, but alright, if I would take this 1. We need to hit... I need to find our 6-drop law, and then we'll be looking good if we can. So we have both of that. I guess it doesn't really matter, yeah, which one we play here. So we'll throw this down. We have the Kushiro here, so I'm at 5. All right, we got one more chance, one opportunity. All right, we found him. Sick. So, all right, we'll attack them here. Go 1, 2 there. Alrighty, cool. And then we can drop this here. Bounce this back, play this, restand him, attack him again, go 1, 2 there. And yeah, we'll just keep poking away at him, I guess. Problem is they are getting a bunch of cards in hand, so. Alright, interesting. Attack him again here. We'll have to probably play board next turn then and just attack their Bonnie, because I'm assuming, well, they'll be at 8. So So, I mean, if they still somehow don't have Perona, we're still looking decent enough, I guess. But, all right, we'll put both of these on. And, all right, they left. So, there we go. They didn't see Perona, and you got a shot. They were also just, yeah, super bricked up. We got our early combo kind of engaged there, so we could have been wailing on them. But there we go. Very fortunate. All right, we got some Emu here. We won the dice roll, so we'll just rip second. We got some searches here. We have Hiyori as well, so we can make a fun turn 2 play. We'll throw down a Perona first, I guess. All right, cool. We grab our Law here. Throw this down. See what we can find. Yeah, out of our options on this, because we have all of that there. I guess we'll just grab, yeah, Bonnie here. But, yeah, we can get Cav set up. We have another Perona to search as well next turn. So if I can find Kushiro, we'll be big chillin' against them. So that'd be awesome. So, all right, they're hitting the draws. They got Saturn. All right, they hit Mars and stuff into the trash. If I'm taking this one, all right, we get another Hiyori, okay, and then we get our Law there. So let's see what we can find off of this. Yeah, we get our Kushiro here. So again, this is now at 3. We throw down Hiyori, take our top life there, put this here, one there, attack here. All right, and then for next turn, let's drop this, go 1, 2 here, and then drop down the Kushiro to protect Cav from their Mars play for next turn. So as long as we keep Cav on the board, we'll be in a good spot. They're dropping down the Saturn search, okay. And yeah, we put ourselves in a spot. Especially, I mean, if I can find the restand Law, we'll be in a very, very strong spot. Yeah, if I would take this, okay, we get Bonnie. All right, so big money, no whammies off the Perona search here. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, nothing else I need to worry about, so we can attack here to restand our 1. And then we have both of our Dead Man's games. So we have 2 of those, so we don't really need to worry about too much else. Out of the searches here, so yeah, we'll drop this down. Bounce this back here, throw this out, restand Cav again, attack him, go 1, 2. All right, and then we'll put 2 on here, attack him 7 on 5. All right, and then we'll use leader, get our 2K back, and we have a restand Law last life, so we keep this here. We're cooking. So yeah, Kushiro out to protect Cav here. We have we're down to 1 life, so we can use this Law as well as a blocker. He's just very, very good in this matchup, being able to do whatever. And yeah, all right, let's throw down the Rush Unk. Okay. Honestly, I'll just do this. So they didn't do anything there. Then we'll go counter. I'll do this and this here. And yeah, we have Kushiro. I can sack if needed. So we're in a decent spot overall here to not have to worry about like anything really. So all right, we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, we have all this here. Get another Kushiro as well, which is things you love to see. Yeah, we have all that. I want to get rid of this guy. I'm gonna throw this down. All right, let me put 1 here. Attack him 7 on 5. He's a problematic card just because of the power reduction. So we'll do that, but if I can just knock him down, then honestly, we still have a whole nother turn, and we have the Dead Man's games where we can just start teeing off on them, so we'll be in a decent spot there. All right, so they do that, okay. We'll attack him 6 on 5 again. All right, 6 and 5 again. So they take that there. Okay, so that leaves us here. Bounce this back. We got a restand law. Do this. Bounce this. Do that. Do this. Attack him 7 on 5 again here. Alright, and then attack him 8 on 5. Force him to do this. Okay, so we got him down here. We got Dead Man's Game. So if we get him down to 0 this next turn, we win. So that's very good for us there. We'll see, yeah, what they do here. We can go no, do that. So I don't know if they were, yeah, trying to bait out Kushiro if they have Mars in hand maybe for the 6. But we could have also, yeah, so they did have him. We'll do this here and that. So, alrighty, we get another Kushiro as well, so that's cool. We'll throw this down. I'll put 1 here again. I'll attack him here and go 1, 2. See what they do off in that. Okay, so we leave them there. With everything here, we can do... Alright, let me do this. Attack here, 7 on 5. But yeah, we just got them in the absolute blender with the part of the cards, giving us all these Kushiros, so that's good. Then yeah, we'll put 1 here, do this. Alright. Do this here, bounce this back. Yeah, we could have did a double, I guess. Do this. Attack him again, 7 on 5. Alright, yeah, they didn't have anything. So, there we go. Again, it's a good matchup if you go second. We could have, yeah, I could have went crazy with it, I guess. So, there would have been, should have probably played this out, just go for game knowing what they had in hand. But yeah, we had 2 Dead Man's Games as well. So even if they were able to stall us out to the 5 Elders, we would have been able to win kind of regardless. All right, we got some Doflamingo action. We're going to keep this here to see if we can find pretty much, if we get a 2-drop, we'll be rolling here pretty quick. So that'll be cool. And we do, so that's good. We can throw this down. Out of our options here, because I'm gonna be bouncing this back a bunch. We got that there. I guess we'll just grab another Kushiro here, and then we're pretty much looking for a restand law. Get all the pieces of our puzzle going. So yeah, this next turn we can go Kushiro, Capone, get Cav out, and then the turn after I just start wailing on them. So that'll be cool. We'll see how that gets going there, and kind of go from there. So, oh, they're leaving up 2. I'm taking this one. Okay, we get another Kushiro. All right, and we get Kid and Killer as well. But we'll throw. Next year, I guess we'll attack them first. So I assume they'll use leader ability, hit the Dellinger. See what they search off in this. But yeah, next turn we can start going fast at them. Alright, they're grabbing sugar. Okay, so we can drop this down, hit our Capone here, take top life, throw Cav there. For finding stuff, we'll bounce back. Luffy here, go Cavendish again, go 1, 2. Actually, here, we'll throw down Kid and Killer. See what we can find off of this. We'll grab just another law, I guess, so we can go potentially sack 1 and then keep the other one going if needed. But yeah, we'll see. They're throwing down sugar. Okay. Well, for just space purposes, we'll just do this. So I can drop down another Kushiro, attack with Cav, get our 2 down back. And then we can drop the law down. So they're going to use leader ability here to bring something out. More than likely. So yeah, we can drop this down here. All right, we'll attack them there. Go 1, 2. So we're at 6, so they're able to do the sugar play. So they take one there. Okay. I'll do this. We can throw 2K back, bring out this, restand again, attack him again here for another 6, and then I'll attack him for a 7. So, well, let's see, where they'll be at. They'll be, because I could make a play with Capone and Bonnie. Actually, make it so they can't play that one Doflamingo. I think that might be the move here. So if I do this, attack him again, 6 on 5. So we get a counter out of their hand. Okay. And then yeah, bounce this back, play this, freeze a Dawn on them. So make it so they're stuck at 7. All right, and then yeah, we get them to throw the Monet down. They have the 3 here, but we can sack Kushiro if needed. So they get this Doflamingo. Okay, we can get the free block there. And then yeah, let me just do this. Okay, cool. So we get that. We get the heal all, but kind of want to just keep cycling here because I do have another one of these we could throw down. Pretty much have to attack this though with somebody, so but we can drop this down. All right, I'll put one on here. Everything there, and then we drop this here. All right, I have to do this. Go 1, 2. Try to get some cards out of their hand. So they're gonna drop the 10 Dofi next turn, and be able to lock out 3 of our characters, which I'll assume they'll do Cav, and then we can still bounce. We can still hit a combo next turn regardless. So yeah, I doubt they'd use leader ability on Monet here. But I mean, I guess they could. So alright, they do that. Attack this here. I just want to kind of clear their board for a turn. And then we can probably knock them down. If we get them down 2, we'll be in a pretty good spot. So yeah, we have more swings to come here. Alrighty. Attack him 6 on 5. Then we'll attack him 6 on 5 again. So, alright, we got him down the 2 we wanted. Bounce that back. We have another Capone there. Alright, we can do this, replay, restand this here. Put one on Cav, attack him 7 on 5. And yeah, we just have we just got a lot of options of things we can do. Then I'll attack him 8 on 5 here. So they're using 1 there. Okay. So then they're doing that, and we'll just attack him again 7 on 5. Alright, so burn out all of their cards in hand pretty much. They're going to drop the 10 Dofi. We know that. Yeah, we'll see what they choose and then kind of go from there. Because they only can pick 3, so we're going to get somebody being on the swing here. Alright, so we got Bonnie. Okay, other options here, I'll go no counter here. And then have Capone. So we can just counter again here. Keep things there. Alright. Well, pretty much just do the same kind of deal here. As I can... Honestly, I don't even need I can bounce this back and just replay him as well to attack here. to leave up both of these. I feel like that works. So, all right, let's do 8 on 5, see what they do. Yeah, unless they have another one of these, we're in a decent spot here. So I'll bounce this back, do that there, replay, restand this again here. Attack him 8 on 5 again. All right, and then attack him 7 on 5. So, all right, cool. Then we got 2 blockers here, potentially. I got the Dead Man's Game, which we don't need to use to rest for anything unless we wanted to. Unless they leave up anything for counter, I guess. So we can play around that, but I can also use this for defense. We got this. We know this is a 2K for Capone. And yeah, we got both of these if super needed as well. We can play around bouncing Law back if we want. So, all right, we just do that. Mess around with that there. And I could also take the hit and heal next turn. We could do that as well. But, okay, they're dropping out another Dofi. Then I feel like I just do same deal then. We'll go no, do this. I might just heal then. Because then we'll be in a also a good spot. We'll be able to attack twice. So we'll drop this down, do this, put this here. Alright, and then we can we'll attack him here. Alright, and then attack him here. Okay, so do all of that there. We got a blocker on board. They're here. Yeah, they got both of these. Alright, they're throwing down Sanji. Okay. Well, they only have... I just got to block 2. So, that's good. Yeah, we'll do this here. Do that. Do that. Go no. Counter there. And yeah, we're chilling. Yeah. There's nothing they could have done with yeah, the stuff they have in hand. They got no life. But yeah, again, we got our combo set up and able to just put them kind of in the blender, even with them seeing their 2 drops to put our board down, playing around, then just being able to heal. He's what was able to do it for us. All right, we got some ace action. We will keep this here because we have a search. We have some combo cards as well. So we'll throw this down. Well, out of this, I guess we'll grab a Kushiro here. But we do have, yeah, Cav and a Bonnie. We need to find, if we can find, ideally a 7-drop or 6-drop Law will be in a good spot to make things going. Because we do have a combo turn 3, go Cav. Hit all 3 of these out. But we'll see. It just kind of depends on what they're able to play. So they do have Jozu. All right, so never mind. Probably shouldn't make that play. But out of our stuff, I mean, I guess we could. I can drop, yeah, Capone down here, and then we'll do this. So I'll attack him here. They don't have any Don on leader. They played both of these, so we might be able to. Yeah, if they don't counter out, if they don't have Don on leader, it's where they only can get 1 instead of the 2. Their infinite card draw. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, they do take the 1 there, so that's good. And yeah, we'll see kind of what happens. As we have Capone out, so I could make a play. I'm fine with taking this 1. All right, we get Kid and Killer. But I need a draw. Or we get another Kid and Killer, so I guess we don't have to, yeah, super find them there. I could just freeze their Don so they can't even play Jozu, so that's good. We can go 1, 2 here. We'll put 1 on here again. Alright, we'll attack him again here. Because, yeah, we can Capone, put Bonnie there, and then freeze that. So then we don't need to worry about Jozu bouncing any of our stuff. And then we'll have some pretty decent board pressure overall here. So, alright, they do that. We do this here, take that. We'll throw, yeah, this here. Bounce this back. Play this, freeze a Don. Alright, so, yeah, they can't play Jozu to bounce any of our stuff. They only can play a 5-drop, so I think it was the Yamato, if they have that. So, alright, I'm fine with taking this one. We get Perona, because, yeah, we need to find... Oh, okay, where do they do that? We need to find, if I can find 6-drop Law, that'd be great here. So, alright, we'll throw this down. We do not, but I'll grab a 2K, I guess, here. Then we'll throw, yeah, this down here. Alright, we do find 6-drop Law, sick. We'll attack them here, go 1-2, get us back to 6. I won't be able to attack with leader, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Because I want to freeze a Don so they can't play event. So that's pretty much my goal there. So we can throw this down here. We'll bounce this back. I'll play this again. Freeze it down there, especially since they just sacked Marco. So we'll freeze them there so they can't play their event to get the Whitebeard out. And yeah, we still have Capone on board. So if they then play the Jozu to bounce something, we get to heal. And then we could potentially bring back next turn anyways. So that's good. And yeah, we can kind of play around with their stuff there. So they're throwing down Yamato. Okay. The free block on that. And yeah, I pretty much just need to pressure the board here a little bit. So we'll do this here. And then we'll see if they, yeah, rush us, I guess. And then I can counter. We'll go no. I'll do... I kind of want to hold on to this. So we can do this here. Then we have our search. Kind of need to hold that as well. So we'll do both of these. Alrighty. And we get another Capone. So that's good. Drop this down. Out of our stuff here, I want to grab this. Do this again here. Alright, we have 7-drop Law. Do I want to play him? And just heal? So we could also just get this going as well here. If I grab... Yeah, 2K, I guess. Is they're gonna... We could force them... I mean, I could... bounce, replay this with this stuff here. That could work as well. Or honestly, I feel like I could just heal up. Yeah, I feel like that might be the better play. All right, let's do pack this, get both of these out. All right, able to do that. Cool. Then yeah, let's drop this down here. We'll throw that there, put one on here. And then, honestly, yeah, we'll just swing at them a bunch here. So I need Dead Man's Game to go for the game, like, comfortably. But we can, yeah, just swing at them a bunch here. Okay, because I could bounce this back, restand this, do this again. Honestly, that might be our play. Let's bounce this back, play this out, restand Cav, attack him again, do this. Because now we have the blocker and this. And then depending on what they do here, I can load up and then attack this with all of them. Okay, so they take that. Okay. We'll put this here and get those 2 cards back. They don't... Okay, so that must mean they're insanely bricked in hand. Okay. They don't necessarily want to super attack this. Just because if they have Roger. Okay, they're red rocking our Cavendish. Interesting. Not super sure about that, to be honest. But okay. So they're throwing down Marco here. Okay. Well, we could just Dead Man's Game this. Attack him a bunch, but I also feel like I don't really need to, because I could just drop this down for 2, and then we just swing at them for a bunch here. Well, if they're bricked in hand, does it just depend on, I guess, what all they do? So here, let me put 2 on here. We'll attack them here, see what they do. Okay, so they take that. All right, attack him here. 6 on 6. So I kind of just want to knock down little cards out of their hand, I guess. And that's pretty much it. So I can hold on to both of these. If they do drop Roger, we have 1 to take that. We have this here. So there's not too much I have to worry about, I guess. So, okay. Attack him 8 on 6. Alright, they take that there. Okay. And then we'll throw this here. Attack him 13 on 6. But, yeah, they played... yeah, I guess they were just bricked in hand. I mean, they did have Roger... But I mean, they had, yeah, I don't know why they Red Rock Cav out instead of getting their blockers set up. But even if they would have did all this stuff, we did have Dead Man's Game to set things up. And yeah, depending on, I think we were in a good spot regardless there. So, but yeah, definitely confusing. I did not expect them to play this, but we got all of our optimal stuff up. We had, yeah, Bonnie. That was a good play, being able to freeze, so they couldn't even play Jozu that early, so that's awesome. And then, yeah, using Bonnie to mess around, freeze their stuff. So, yeah. The cool thing about 6-drop law, though, too, is if you have Capone on the board, even if they get Jozu and, like, or whoever target Cavendish, being able to send him to the life, because then next turn, when you you can, like, pretty much bounce this back, and then you can still play him out. And then when you replay this, you can then still bounce whoever again and go from there. So this card, I just love it. It's awesome. It's a great card in this deck. It just makes things super, super good. But yeah, able to, yeah, I mean, got the info that they're somewhat bricked in hand, I guess, when we were swinging. And yeah, things just worked out. All right, we got some ace action. We'll rip first here. Keep this because we have a couple searches. And we can go from there. So we're looking for... yeah, we'll grab Cavendish off in this, and then got Perona here for some more searching action. But I mean, if we get the 1-drop Capone, we can make a very fun play. I could drop this next turn, and then go from there. But yeah, I guess that's probably. But we do have Bonnie, which I need to play out. So, yeah, we'll just see kind of what they get and go from there. So they're just throwing, yeah, the 1 on. All right, we grab this. Okay, so then let me put 1 here. We'll attack them here, see if they take the life. Yeah, they're sacking. Interesting. So, based on that, they gotta be, like, bricked in hand. They have, like, all of these. It's a big old truck blast by. All right, we get X-Drake, which is good. So for, yeah, Marco there. Then we can drop this down, go 1, 2 here. Throw this here, we'll attack them 6 on 6. We'll see what they do with this. Okay, I'm kind of all right with that because they're playing, and we grab the card I'm looking for as well here. So cool. We have, yeah, Bonnie. We can then play out off in our 6-drop law next turn. They don't have Jozu to target either of these, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with taking this as well. And yeah, we'll freeze their Don because they've already got rid of one of these, so I'm assuming they got some stuff there. With everything on that, And then, yeah, we'll pretty much, yeah, let's throw this down. I'll bounce back. Who do we need? Got 2 Bonnie, so we can bounce this back. We'll throw this here, freeze it down there, put this one here. Hack him 6, restand both of these. And I guess they're going for some power reduction maybe. Probably target Cav. So I assume that's the play there. And then, alright, we'll attack him 8 on 6 then. See what they do off in this. So, sack and Marco. Alright, get a couple cards back. Well, we'll see what we can do. Because we have... I mean, we got stuff to play around with next turn. Because I have restand. So we can do... I mean, it's not the most efficient stuff here. Because with them dropping this, I'm assuming they're going to use it to minus down Cav. And we're at 2 life, so I can't use blocker here. I mean, if they don't use this turn, then we can sell out with our counter and stuff. And ideally go from there. Because, yeah, we got Bonnie on board, so we can start freezing stuff. And, yeah, I can also potentially pivot. We can keep Capone and Law here. That would be good. I'd like to get some, yeah, searches in. So, alright, they get the event for next turn. So we'll have to remember that. Probably gonna play that down. Leaves them with 6. I mean, if we can find our... potentially just like the 7-drop Law. That'd be good. So... see what they do. I mean, if they play this, you're gonna have to let them, yeah, hit Cavendish here. Because there's nothing else we can do. Yeah, no point on wasting Capone. So I need to get down to 1 anyway, so we get the blocker off in the Law here. But with them doing all that, okay, then we can do this. And then throwing down another one. Okay, interesting. But alright, they have that there. Let me do this. Dang, I was really hoping for a 7-drop Law. That would have been nice. We can do this then. And then... alright, I guess we'll throw this down. There he is. Cool. So I'm at 6. So for next turn, we can get that going. Honestly, I'll probably just... what do we want to do? Load up here. Bop them. Here, let me bounce this back. Oh, okay, cool. So that works there. That's stuff you like to see. So now we're at 7. I could play this down as well here. Because I have a bunch of cards. I just need to attack this anyways. We heal back up 1. Okay, we'll attack them 6 on 6. See what they do. Because they're gonna like drop the 10-drop anyways. And it'll be a little bit easier to mess around with some of our other stuff here. Whereas it could, This is also just audible and then do that. So, okay, they do that there. So now I'm kind of thinking about setting this up or with the Bonnie next turn. Let's throw this down, see what we can find real quick. Alright, we got that. We got restand. We'll just grab another Cavendish here. Alright, yeah, let me do this. Attack him 8 on 6. Because I already use leader ability. So I get this off the board, and then if I can knock him down 1. Because we have, yeah, a bunch of 2Ks to kind of get rid of. Alright, they do all of that. Then, yeah, we'll throw this here. Attack him 9 on 6. We know they have the event, and then I assume they... yeah, they have the event. So I'll force them to have to play this. which kind of fine with, because then, yeah, we can heal up next turn. They're boosting up there, okay. But, yeah, but put them in a spot where I assume they'll attack one of these. So there's not a whole lot of other options they can do. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of this to, I assume, go for Cavendish again next turn. But even if we lose Law here, we're okay. Could mess around there. Could also potentially freeze a Don with Bonnie. We could make a restand play to attack them a couple times at least. But see what they do and go from there. So yeah, if they go for him, this is what are they at, 10? I could make play here then. If I do, because we have this, so we could go 1, 2, then 3. So that way I can be aggressive here. Okay. So if they throw that down, I'm fine with that. Let's drop this over this here. We'll put this here, put that there. Okay, so they're at 8. I just need to get some cards out of their hand, to be honest. So we'll attack them here, go 1, 2. And that is pretty much just operation go for game next turn. Unless they have another event, I guess. Alright, so we get them to do that there. Cool. We'll bounce this back, play this, restand this again. We'll attack them again here. Go 1, 2. And then this will allow me to attack them a couple more times. Because, again, they got the block, but doesn't matter too much of the stuff they do. So we can do this. We attack them again. Alright, and then we put 2 on here. Attack them again. So we got them down low in cards in hand, which is good. So, alright, cool. We get them down to 1 life, which is good as well. We'll see what they do here. And, yeah, next turn, I mean, we got a lot of options. They do have this, which is annoying. Or, okay, they Red Rock our Law out, okay. But, yeah, we at least put them in a weird spot. Because if they do use this to get Cavendish down, we have our Law here. So, alright, these are also these are also a bunch of 2Ks that I'm seeing here. So, we'll go from there. Alright, interesting. So they're minusing this down to 0. Oh, we'll go no. We'll just do that. And then we have our blocker here. So there's that as well. Yeah, I just need to sack this because we can also set this up into our last life to go for game here. So I can arrest both of these. I think now they're noticing this guy. So there's not like a whole lot they can do. But yeah, we'll see what they do here. So again, if they swing at anybody, we can counter with this. They should be decently out of 2Ks at least, so that's good. Go no, we can do this and this here. And yeah, they realized the goof up there. But I mean, next turn they have the 2K here. So I would have rested both of these, and yeah, we would have cooked them because we had the combo here as well to put Capone. We had the restand Law, so we could have Capone, put restand Law into our life as well, and yeah, just been swinging with Cavendish a bunch, get Don back for everybody else to just wail on him, and there's just not enough not enough cards in their hand to be able to stop us.